Hi, I'm Ella and this is Bonnie and we're travelling around the UK in our DIY camper van. This week we're heading to Mersea Island for some winter sun. Hi and welcome to another video of our little adventures, and it is a little one this week, so we're just staying local. We'll probably be away for 24 hours max. We're just going away for one night. We're going to stay quite local, so we're just going to a little spot I know along the coast, so we'll have access to like a small beach. And yeah, don't really have any plans once we get there, so we'll just have to see what we end up doing. We're going to drive over there now. It's only sort of a 20-minute drive, so it's not too bad. But yeah, we'll see you there. What do you think? Ready to go? Ready to go for a walk? Well, let's go then. Today we're going to go to the beach. We're going to have a good run around on the beach.
You tell me you're scared. You tell me you're weak.
Okay, so I think I've been a little bit stupid with my planning. So we're going to somewhere called Mersea Island, so it's not too far. It's only like 8 miles away from Colchester where I was before. And to get to Mersea you have to cross the Strood, which gets covered at high tide. Did I forget to check high tide? Yes. And we're now stuck in traffic on a little single lane carriageway. Yes. So hopefully I might try and give it a Google what time high tide is. Hopefully it's not too long. But I've done this drive a few times and the traffic is quite a long way out, so that was poor planning on my part, I think, there. Well, not I think, it definitely was on my part. So yeah, hopefully we'll get there before dark. So I have just jumped on Google to see the tide times, and the high tide was midday and it's about 1:30 now, so it looked like it was quite a high one. It said 6 meters, so it probably covered the Strood. So yeah, I think that's what we're sat in. Obviously it's going back towards low tide, so hopefully we won't be sat here too long. But yeah, it looks like it was just the high tide that's causing the traffic. So, silly me. I almost always remember to check that. I don't know why. I think it was a bit of a last minute trip for this one, so obviously just slipped my mind. So a little bit of a pain, but we're creeping forward slowly. Trying to think of how far we are. I reckon it's a good mile or so of traffic. Oh well, one of those things. It's not like we had any plans once we got there, I guess. Okay, so all that talk of the tide times, and it turns out it was just roadworks. Which, I mean, probably, I should have thought was probably more likely these days. There's always something stopping the traffic, isn't there? But yes, we've just pulled up in Mersea. I usually go in like this little car park along the coast, but it's full at the moment. Mersea's quite popular on the weekends. So we've just parked up along the road. I might actually stay here overnight, I'll see, because it is free, so it would be a benefit. Yeah, we'll see. We're gonna give Bonnie a little run now. She thinks she's desperate for a runabout on the beach, so we'll go do that now.
It's the same old story being told inside my head. I'm too shy to straighten up my bones and be a man. I gotta tear this wall up to let you in. My friends say the time's running out, so take the chance. Make a move, 'cause the store won't stay open till the end. Won't you tear my world apart? 'Cause I know I need a start to let you in. When it's over, I will see.
So apart from being a tourist spot, it's also like an active fishing village, town, I'm not sure what it is, island. And in particular it's famous for its oysters. And so Mersea oysters are sold worldwide. And in particular there's one family that's sort of farmed the oysters for the last 7 generations. And they are everywhere. Even just walking along the beach you can pick some up, which Bonnie loves looking for. And along with the oysters there's a lot of other wildlife here. It's actually an area of special scientific interest because of like the habitats and the wildlife that comes here. So this part in particular is sat on the Blackwater estuary, and so it's made up of sort of obviously the sea, the beach, and then there's salt marshes, and I can't remember what the other one was, reed beds I think they called it. And that's quite a special area for sort of the habitat. Yeah. For some tiny little island, it's got a lot going on for it. Don't judge the socks and crocs. It's getting cold. Bonnie, are you having fun? Do you love the beach? Good girl, go on in. Hello. Good girl. Okay, so we're in the van. We're just parked up on the side of the road. So we usually go in this little car park on Mersea, but they've changed the rules, so it's they've covered all bases, no overnight camping, no commercial vehicles. Yeah, so we've had to think elsewhere. Luckily from October time you can park along the front, I was going to say seafront, but it's not really the sea here. But you can park along the front for free and no restrictions, so we've done that. We are having to be a little bit more stealthy as there's houses that side and houseboats that side. So we're trying to be a little bit more quiet just so we don't upset anyone. Yeah, so it's dark out now. I think Bonnie's just woken up from her nap, so I think we'll do Bonnie's dinner. She heard me. So we'll do Bonnie's dinner and then we'll take her out for a little walk. She's had her main walk earlier, which you've seen, so we'll just do sort of a local one just to let her stretch her legs and go for a wee. So she's heard the infamous dinner word now, so I'll have to go do that for her. You want dinner? Okay, so me and Bonnie are just out on our little evening walk. I don't know why I'm whispering, it's like 7 PM. Yeah, just letting her stretch her legs now. This might be... we'll probably have to do one more little walk before bedtime. Just so that we can have a bit of a lay-in in the morning. Yeah, it's quite nice. There's a little sort of green space just by the van that Bonnie can use for the toilet. And it's quite... wait for the car to go past. It's quite well lit. You probably wouldn't say that on the camera. But there is like street lighting and it's residential as well, so it feels pretty safe. Yeah, we're just going to walk up to sort of the main town bit, the high street of Mersea now, and might see if I can pick up something for dinner. I have just been sort of snacking, so I'll just see how I feel when I get there. But yeah, this is our little walk. Just coming up onto the high street. Got a nice church there, looks a bit creepy at night. This guy's still open. So many chips in here, and I'm really actually not that hungry, but I thought I'd treat myself and get my little table out. So yeah, it feels like a fancy meal. And I might just put on some TV. I didn't really click that it was Saturday night, so let's see if there's any decent Saturday night TV on. I don't know if you can see, Bonnie's having her evening snack now. She's on her dog blanket because she always makes such a mess. Yeah, this will probably keep her quiet for a good half hour or so. Is that nice, Bonnie? So Bonnie finishes her treat and then she's straight down to help me with mine. I think she would honestly eat 24 hours a day if she was allowed to, wouldn't you? Yeah, I'm pretty much done with my dinner. It was a bit of a waste. I really didn't need it, to be honest. So I've just sort of been picking at it as I'm watching TV. But yeah, I think we're all done for the evening now. Me and Bonnie will go out for one last wee break in a couple of hours time probably. Well, it's later than I thought, maybe in an hour or so. And then we'll probably head to bed. So yeah, see you in the morning. Good morning. So we are obviously still in Mersea. No, we had an uneventful night. We slept pretty well. I always find it hard to settle into the van on the first night. But yeah, the road was fairly quiet, the odd car going by, but not too bad. So our plan today is, we have no plan. So I'm just about to get up and take Bonnie out for a little wee break, and then she'll have some breakfast. And then, yeah, we'll see what we end up doing, but we will be heading home later today. Yeah, I'm going to get the heater on before I get up. You're too pretty. What do you want to do today, Bonnie? What do you fancy doing today? So we're just going over the same beach that we did yesterday. It's super close to the van. I don't know if you can see it in the background. I can't look that way, it's too bright. So yeah, we're just going to the same beach. It's called Monkey Beach, which is a little bit of a random name, but it turns out it's because there used to be like a Coast Guard watch station, and apparently they look like monkeys in a cage. So Monkey Beach it is. Good girl, go on in. Oh, and cut. Come on. Yeah.
You tell me you're scared. You tell me you're weak, but I know you're stronger.
So that little spot behind me where we've just been, that's called St Peter's Well. So it's an old well, it's covered up now, it's been like reconstructed, but it used to supply West Mersea with fresh water, and it lasted for over 1,000 years without running dry. And that was sort of one of the main wells that allowed Mersea to be habitable all those years ago. Yeah, I think there's a couple around the island. The island itself, it's only about 5 miles long and a couple of miles wide, I think, and it's split into East Mersea and West Mersea. So West Mersea, where we are now, that's sort of the main spot. That's where you've got like the pontoons and the little harbour. Harbour might be a bit of the wrong word for it. This is where most people live on Mersea. And then East Mersea is some agricultural land. There's a vineyard and a campsite. So a lot going on for a little island. God, why am I out of breath?
Mountain, we'll climb to the next. Honey, I'm with you through life and to death. see.
Are you ready for some breakfast?
I think you're brave. And if it all falls, if it all breaks, and if it all falls, if it all breaks, I'll still be here. We'll fix these mistakes.
So we were just about to go out for a little afternoon walk. I just poked my head out the window and checked the tide times, and the water's coming in quite close. We're still about an hour and a half away from high tide, so I might just wait a bit, see if it comes onto the road at all, and then I might have to just move the van before we head off. Is that alright with you, Bonnie? Is that alright? Okay, so we're just about to go for the walk and the water started coming over, so we're going to wait. We've spoken to one of the guys who lives on the houseboat and he said we'll be fine here. It will start to turn in about 10 minutes. So, yeah. And the van's really tall, so we'll be fine. We've just got to wait. We're flooded in at the moment. And I've only got Crocs, so...
Honey, I'm with you through life and to death. Honey, I'm with you through life and to death.
Okay, so we're back at the van. We just had we're probably out for about an hour in the end, and we've come back and the road's clear, so all the tide's gone back out now, which is good, which means the Strood will be clear and we'll be able to get home a bit easier, hopefully a bit quicker as well than getting here. So yeah, that's all we're doing now. We're just going to drive home. So thank you for watching and see you next time.